Check, check, check. Checkaroo. Checkarooski. What's up, Zandel? Hey, come on, Juan. How are you? What's up, Big Show? Gungi? Yes, I did see SummerSlam. It was really good. Hey, Scott. Had a good weekend. Yeah. Excuse me. How about you? You are not first, B-Rock. Maybe in my heart, though? Maybe. Hey, Daniel King. What's up, Noah? Who's good? What's up, Adkins? Boy. Julius Creed gear, 100% new Cody gem strap. Both only work on the specific character. I feel like 100% strap will be much easier to get for Cody. That being said, hey Rusty, how are you? What is your other strap if you don't get that for Cody? Hey Sako, how are you, bud? %40%? Um, so the gear is really mainly just for boss battle for Julius. It will be really nice in boss battle, but that's what it's for. I wouldn't know, Rusty. I avoid Apple products in all iterations like it was the plague, so I couldn't tell you. What's up, Fish Can't? Yeah, I use emulator as much as possible. I hate the portal. It's super clunky. That's the last resort. Pat, Pat knows what's up. Pat knows what's good. Yeah, basically, I agree with Scott. In the short term, maybe the strap is better. Well, in the short term, the strap is better, but long term, the gear is 100% the right play. So I agree with Scott. If I had to choose between the two, I would get the gear for sure. 100% gem damage strap for 70 tokens is kind of overpriced ridiculously, but pretty sure BlueStacks or LG player probably can run on Apple too, I would think, Rusty, but I don't know. Okay, you have 53 tokens? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What's your question mark, question mark, question mark? Did I say hi, LC Blue? How are you? What's up, great? Hey, Dobson. Hey, Sean. Everybody says they have issues with BlueStacks. I just think they're not on the current version. Like, I use Pi 64-bit for my BlueStacks option, and I have no issues whatsoever, really. Sometimes they load up a little bit slow to start. Like, they'll crash and stuff, but usually once they're going, they're pretty good. What's up, Stuart? Moody Merricks? What? Why am I Moody Merricks? Hey, Joseph, how are you? But most people say they love LG Player. I've never used LG Player. BlueStacks has always been okay for me, so I've just always used it. I'm one of those people that generally, if it's not broke, I don't fix it. Do I have any plans for today? I try not to make as many plans as possible. I don't like plans. My whole goal in life is to never have to be somewhere at a specific time. What's up, Swordhead? Nice, Stuart. That's not a bad month. And yeah, Rusty, lots of people seems like are getting Cody, which he's a great powerhouse. So if they don't get him this month, hopefully in the next couple months they'll get him. Also, Ozzy's great. So who? 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 Spider Guard! That's you. Thank you for the pity, Spider. How are you, bud? Most people still don't have Showboat Triple H. I wouldn't have Showboat Triple H, but I got lucky. Cody and Julius, I think, Scott, completely depend on how you did in the Aussie showdowns. I think if you did well in the Aussie showdowns, I think you could argue that Cody was easier to get than Julius. Julius, the extra shards for Julius were all quite hard to get. And most of them were very paywalled, the extra ones. Like, Julius, you had to just do really well on, like, everything. Like, there weren't many spots where you could afford to miss on Julius. Are you talking about the feud prize well, or what? Yeah, Aussie showdowns were huge for me. I've never had a month quite like this. But I finished, there were so many showdowns, and I finished, like, I had a second place finish in showdown, I had a bunch of top 10s. I mean, like, yeah, it was a crazy, crazy month for me. And I doubt I'll have as good a month as I had this month ever again. It's how Twitch works, Rusty. So you say 53 tokens on plates or straps. What plates are you talking about? Because if you're talking about the feud, there are no plates. Oh well. Well, the chest is completely random. So you could either get something amazing or something completely worthless. This is one of those prize wells where I think the shards are better. Personally. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Personally, this is one of the prize wells where I think shards are better. For people you're short on. You can see I took Dusty shards. So Twitch gives you two options. $10 a month ad-free viewing no matter who you watch streaming Twitch Turbo. Or you can subscribe to the person free with Prime or $5 with a sub. So Twitch does give you two options. 3 if you have Amazon Prime. I did not recruit Dusty. Nope. But they're a business and ads are their business model. So you're going to get ads unless you give them money. That's how it works, unfortunately. Nothing's free. So yeah, this is one of those, personally, if it's me, I'm looking two ways. I'm spending my tokens on Trish. If I don't have Trish, I think that's the best value, probably. Even if you're a long way away, there's only one way to get close. And secondary would be Jade. Those are the two really game-changing shards here. But this is one where I would consider shards over other stuff. Especially the Trish shards. I would not pass these up if I didn't have Trish. Period. 400 shards is a big chunk. Nice, Steward. Nice, JD Silva. I'm good, DJ Rusty. How are you? Sean, I'm still like, want to say like 75 from Dusty. But yeah, this prize wall is one where like I would go for shards. Personally. Julius gear is pretty expensive, so maybe if I had 70 I would have thought of that, but I didn't get there. I do have Trish. I just got her like a week or two ago. Yes, yes, yes. Back is 24 months, 2 years. Yowie, wowie, longer than most of my past relationships. Well, Bacchus, let's just say I'm a good lover, so you've stuck around for 2 years, you know? What can I say? When you're good, you're good. Yeah, this is my roster. Trish. So I'd take shards over tokens any day of the week, personally, of people I don't have. I don't value tokens super high. Like, they're nice to get when you can get them. But otherwise, like, I put zero value on them compared to recruiting people. So my order of operation, generally speaking, is plates first, right? Unless, like, no, plates first, unless they're a zero shard recruit sort of thing. So I have crappy gear, crappy strap for my Trish. I have a 10%er. But this is basically the setup, even very small changes. Post 99 MP, which it will be now, is this. So yeah, I generally, though, plates first, unless there's zero shard release. And then how I value people really depends on their training ability. So like Sherry, Mellow, Braunbreaker, Roxanne, those to me have the highest value pretty much in the game over basically any fighter. Because they allow you to, if you don't have them, there's some things you just can't do. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. No more ads for Rusty. Right on, Rusty. Thank you for the sub, bud. Thank you for the sub. So yeah, like, generally, plates, or I mean straps, is a whole different animal. It really depends. Did I just freeze up? With straps, um, it really does depend, right? So like, if it's a hard era to get a strap for, so like a Trish strap, I would put a much higher value on a Trish strap than I would on a modern one, because there's always, like, almost always modern straps available, right? So it did crash. No, it just froze for a while. Did freeze. All right, let's try this again. So, but generally speaking, I don't value straps on prize wells very high unless it's like guaranteed, right? And then it also depends on the era, the gender and era. Genderless, I value very highly. So those are big. But other than like gem damage, I put 0 value on straps unless they're gem damage. Pretty much. Thank you, Rusty. Appreciate it. Oh, Trish was great in feud with the feud buffs. Trish was just like guaranteed win. That was a Money in the Bank only thing. For Money in the Bank month, that was like a special thing they did. Same as every Monday. There will be a blog, and Professor will do it. Same as every Monday. And nope, also same as every Monday, I haven't seen anything about it. Unless I'm doing the blog, which I usually don't. I never see the stuff early, so let's go back to my account now since it's loading up. It is the Summer of Champions vote, yeah. Right, we know who the cards are. It's Batista, Mae Young, what's her face, Maxine, and whoever the other dude is that I can't really remember. On Trish? No. Yellow on Trish. Ooh, Dragunov. That's cool. Most excited for Maxine and Dragunov. Couldn't care less about Mae Young. Okay with Batista. Couldn't care less about Mae Young. Ilya the most excited for, though. With Maxine number 2. Alright. Trish is really... I like her by far the best this way. Yellow, red, red. Like I said, only a 10% strap. Who do I think free character will be? Honestly, I don't think Ilya is going to be the big chase. My guess would be, if I'm guessing... Yeah, Mae Young is who I would guess. And I think Maxine will be the Tiffany equivalent. And I think Ilya will be the Julius equivalent. And I think Batista will be the big boy. Those are my guesses. Definitely not subs. No, definitely not a sub. I hate subs. So it's 51 million with a 10% strap. It's just really good. I am using a plate. It adds another 50%. So, but half of the damage is from the trap gems. The most important thing on this, Nakamura gives you 12.5 million damage. The traps do 25 and the gems do 25. You get 50 total. So the 50% is on the 25 gems. It's probably good for, I would guess, 4 to 5 million with it. So also, if you have an ultimate, you can run Sheriff's Badge with this. But the plate isn't adding as much as you might think. What's up, Duck? Yeah, the Miz plate. Correct, Rusty. Yeah, Showboat, you definitely need Showboat Naka for this build. He's adding 12.5 million. If you don't have Showboat Naka, then you run triple red. And you'll have all of those trainers, Rusty. I'll show you. I'll show you triple red. I like this. Seance we don't talk about because it doesn't exist. If it's not in the game, like it's been removed from the game, I'm not gonna talk about it. So Seance they've said officially is not coming back. That one only hit for 45 million. But triple red is how I would run without it. There's the pin is a little smaller. I do have a Tiffy plate. It is on Tiffany. My Rhea doesn't need it. It makes Tiffany playable, but not good. It makes Tiffany okay, but not good. No, I don't think they regret creating plates that were overpowered. They made a ton of money on them, so I don't think they regret it at all. I think the only people that regret them making plates like that are players that can't get them, like me and you. Because the price on the Ghostbuster plates was astronomical. So, the other way, if you don't have Nakamura, do I have this loadout saved? I'm going to save it because we're post 99 now. I do. Is going to be like this. This is the post 99 triple red. Tiff's trainer's great. With the Tiffy plate, I'm not super disappointed. I'm just mildly disappointed. She's still not good, but I can at least use her. Definitely disappointing though. Without it, she's incredibly disappointing. I mean, it's not a big deal if you don't have cross. Just use anyone with red gem damage. It's really not a big deal. He basically only adds a little bit on the red moves. He's inconsequential for the most part. This hits for 14 million, and then you break your gems. So total, it's almost as much as the other one, but pin is much smaller. Which one has Stewart? Which one has higher red gem damage between the two of them? I feel like you shouldn't ask me that question, sir. Look at their training abilities, and which one's better? You tell me. I know you can figure this out. I'm not trying to be mean here. Like, I'm really not. Simple second mortgage. Cross is only 75k with the, whatchamacallit, though. Naomi's incredible. Yes, if you're a high-end feuder, you're gonna want her. Because she will 2-click. And win with 2 clicks. But not much better. Oh, you're answering the question above? Okay. I was like, man, that one's a really easy one. So this is the other one, Rusty. You can run this one. What do you mean, Chris? My thoughts on potentially Endeavor putting all of their IPs in the game? Help me out. What does that mean? Yes, Duck. Typhoon. No, Naomi Trainer isn't good for Tiffany, actually. Stewart, I wasn't... Listen, it looked like you made yourself look stupid in front of everyone. I just read it wrong. So really the only one that looks stupid is me. I'll show you, like Tiffany, right? So when you're only making, and I was hoping my gem damage video would help people with this. Gem damage always works off of the base. Tiffany's base is always going to be the same. She's ever only going to make those 30, whatever it is, 38, 40 red gems. So what is 30% gem damage on 40 red gems on your base gem damage at gold? I mean, we went through this with the 250% plate, and a 250% plate wasn't crazy. So an eighth of that, right? Like, so an eighth of, like, what was it, 4 or 5 million? We'll call it 5 million. What's 1/8? What's 5 million divided by 8? 5 million divided by 8 is 625k. So 30% on Tiffany is gonna add 625k at gold. At silver, it's gonna add like 300k, right? So this is a great example on why I think gem damage sucks on Tiffany, other than her plate, because you're not buffing it anymore, right? So you might as well. The only thing, like, KO is much better because he adds 100% or 1.1 million and 1 million. So it's a million here, a million here. So that's 2 million, but then you click them 3 times. You know what I mean? So you're getting 3 million extra damage. So it's basically twice as good as the trainer they released. So Naomi actually sucks on Tiffany. KO's twice as good as Naomi. Maybe even more than twice as good. Actually, way more than twice as good. What am I talking about? She had 625,000 total. He adds 1, 2, 3 million. She's like 5 times better. KO's like 5 times better. It's really like simple when you break it down and look at it. How it works. Like once you understand that 30% gem damage is nothing at gold, then you can start to like apply it and figure out what's better where, right? So actually, I have a really weird build on Tiffany, and I'm not sure yet. I need to test it more. I have 100% gem damage strap with move damage metals. This was just on the strap. I haven't bothered to remove it because honestly, the move damage adds up more than the metal damage because she doesn't do that much gems, right? So I'm actually probably going to convert her to a move damage strap as well if I have 100%. Because it just scales better, and then just use the plate with that. And I think, so like, let me show you. And actually, Gooker's better than Triple H as well. So let's do. Actually, let's just do this. Nope. I have no official news today whatsoever. I am on my stream, on my channel, with just my stuff. Professor will have an official stream right after mine is over, who we will raid, and he will have official details. How it works, and you guys, maybe you don't believe me when I say this. Rusty can vouch. Almost never do they show the CCs anything. Almost never early. What they like, once in a blue moon, if it's like a huge, so when we went to this new style, right, Rusty? When we went to this new style of MLCs, I got to see the blog like 2 days early, right? And that was the first time I'd seen an early blog in forever. Somebody leaked information, so back to no one gets to see the blogs again anymore. That had been the first time in like probably close to a year. So yeah, but it's the Player's Choice month, yes. So anyway, Tiffany with her plate, and yes, it is Dragunov, Batista, Mae Young, Maxine. I think Mae Young will be free, Maxine will be the next level, Dragunov will be the Julius, and Batista will be the whatever. The Cody. Yep. So like Tiffany, 3.5, 3.5, another 3 million. It's like 9 million, and then 10 million on the finisher this way. So that's 19 million plus the gem damage, and this is silver. $25 million pin, 15 of it being gem. It's a 30 million pin gem at gold. But anyway, Scheissrick, I would say it is, to some people, it's very rude. To me, I don't care. So they don't pay us cash. once you're like a, what do they call it, verified on YouTube or Twitch, you can make money. Um, it's not very much, for sure. Especially if you do shorts. Shorts are like, literally, if you do a short video, you get like 3 cents from a short, and I'm not even joking. So shorts, like, on top of them being short and not working for me, they're like not even worth the time it takes me to record one, so I'll never do a short, even if it takes a minute. They're like not worth it. What else? We are not allowed to specifically say what we get comped, which pisses me off. Because I just assumed everybody knew they got exactly what we got. Pretty much every game that has somebody who's an official CC for them, they're more than fine with like transparency on what they give their content creators and what's part of the package and that kind of stuff, which I think they should do, but that's not up to me. And that is one of the things in the NDA, we are not allowed to give specifics. But if you're a really smart person, since I don't lie, you can probably figure it out based on some of the things anyway that we get. It's generally speaking less than people think. We don't get new characters. I've never been given a character. That did happen before I became a CC. I guess they were given Ricochet, and the community flipped out. So, yeah, Rusty for sure. I don't know if our game's big enough for it to be worth their time, though. To be honest. Like, content creator in this game is, like, nothing. Like, you're, like, so small in the CC world. Like, YouTube, Twitch, and that kind of stuff. Like, our game, Gerson was a juggernaut and can't even kind of support a full-time content creator. Like, our game is like, we're like plankton in the content creator sea. That's like the best comparison I can go with. Yeah, right on, Stuart. That's what I hope for. But yeah, I don't think it's rude, Scheisrick. I don't know. Does that answer your question well enough? Well, they definitely don't give us money. Yeah, I mean, we could. Yeah, Scheisrick. Like, so people have heard me say all the time, like, Merrick's, what do you think about the memberships? And I'm pretty clear that I think King of Kings is good value, and the Strap Up Pass is good value. And I've also said you'd have to be an idiot to buy the DX Army passes. Like, only an idiot would buy these at this stage. And I stand by that. Strap Up Pass, I feel like everyone should get 5 changes a month free, and paid should be like 25. Everyone should get 5 for free. And Kitsu, thank you so much, Kitsu. And the paid should be 25 changes. Right on, Chris. Yeah, that's the way that works the best for me with him. So, my thing, guys, and this is my big thing, and I will always maintain this. Did I say hi to you, by the way, Kitsu? I didn't know you were here. Thank you for gifting the sub. I appreciate you being here, Kitsu. You're always an incredibly pleasant person, so that is nice. And I'll maintain this all the time. Passes that are in there and limit creativity is bad for the game, right? So, to me, plate changes limit players' creativity, and that's bad for the game. I don't think they should give content creators the Prestige Pass for free. Because why? That's actually no content out of the Prestige Pass. Like, I could tell you who I think is good for the value if they gave me a list of everyone's cost. I could make tons of content based on, I think this person's XYZ value. But I actually don't care to do that. I mean, I'll talk about it like on the ones that are really good, but I don't like like, my goal is not to make Scopely money. Like, my goal is to give my honest reviews and feedback of the game. I think if you've seen my videos, if you've seen some of the stuff I say, it's pretty clear that I'm going to say the truth, whether it makes Scopely money or costs Scopely money. I'm giving my truth, right? So you're not going to see me hype somebody up so that it hopefully helps sales. If I hype somebody up, it's because I actually like them, not because I think it's going to help sales, right? And like, if I don't like somebody, I'm probably going to be fairly brutal on them like I was on Tiffany. So what's really funny is I can't tell you how many times I've been called a Scopely shill, though, in my time as a content creator. I've gotten that a lot, actually, which is pretty funny. Indeed, Snake. And if I'm super stoked on someone, they nerf him. I mean, sometimes, right? I.e. Julius. I was talking to a really top-end player today, and they're like, yeah, Scheissrick, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, 200k, 150 shards away. 150 is really close. Right on, McMenemy. 150 is really close, Restate. That's really tough. I think Braun Breaker is also 200. I think she's not very good. 250% to all gems. She's going to hit for 20 million to 25 million best case scenario. Brie Bella is. If you get the plate to go off twice. And that's not good. You have Braun and Mello? Okay, do you have Sherry, Restate? Yes. And they said they don't understand why Julius was nerfed. And I'm like, I agree completely. He doesn't hit harder than a bunch of people. And Technician, what Julius brought to the table that way, like feud-wise, was completely missing. There's not another tech that does that. It was actually very needed and would have got a ton of people to chase him, would have got people to chase for the gear way more. Them nerfing Julius 100% cost them a ton of money. More people would have chased and more people would have tried to unlock him early. I can guarantee you that nerfing Julius cost them a crap ton of money. 100%. As far as I know, Masad 4, yeah. Is it possible she would be your best powerhouse female? I don't know. Who are your powerhouse females? But no, she's not good. You're going to take probably 2 or 3 cycles to win. So I wouldn't say she's good. Yeah, that's fair, Snake. Ozzy was awesome. Ozzy, this month, literally to me is an A+ month. Ozzy was free. Most people got Tiffany free. Like, if you're playing in a competitive faction, doing the stuff you should, you got Tiffany free. I'll say you got Tiffany free. But you know, not everyone did. Ozzy was gold free. Julius is, even though he was nerfed, he's probably the best boss battle tech in the game. He's really good on his own. Cody is the most attainable of all of the really good ones yet, of the S plus or whatever they want to call these releases, and he's incredibly good. Cody's redonkulous. So to me, it's an A+ month. In my career playing champions, almost never have I ever gotten every character in a month. Naomi doesn't count. If Drew is just for Regal, basically, Restate. If you want him for Regal, then yeah. For sure, Chris. Yeah, I mean, if you use Regal all the time and you like it, sure. Regal doesn't need Regal, but I mean, like, I would save your points for Sherry if you don't have Sherry. I don't remember if you said that or not, but I would say Sherry is the most impactful trainer you can get besides the double MP guys. But I mean, this is how he'll run post 99 MP right here. This is just ridiculous. Bruh. That was 96 million if you missed it. Let me do his post 99 MP build, though. That was without a trainer, by the way. He's just way faster than KO and way safer. I'm being trolled and I know it. Have I ran him with him not yet? So to me, this is the I think like top to bottom across the board, looking at what I spent, what I normally spend. I recruited everybody this month. I don't count Naomi. I'm not gonna spend for that kind of thing, especially a character I can't take up. Um, this is by far the most I've ever got for what I spent, and I spent less than I normally do. The Aussie showdowns, the showdowns were the difference for me. Like like I said, I finished second in one showdown, top 10 in multiple showdowns, and that's not buying energy. The one I finished second in, I didn't spend a dime on energy. The whole Aussie week, I spent $20 the whole week. Five was I don't and none of it was on energy. The whole month I spent $5 on energy one time. RVD's terrible, Stewart. Literally terrible. I cannot think of a reason to tell you to take RVD in the gold meta. Yes! 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 Iron Sheik! Gonna be 40 in November. How are you, Sheiky boy? Thank you for the 40 months. That's a long freaking time, Sheik. A long freaking time. I appreciate you. But top to bottom, I think this is the best as far as the most bang for my buck I've ever got. Chris, that's awesome, Sheiky boy. I love hearing that. Chris, my strategy, and Sean is in here. Sean can vouch because we talk about Showdown a lot. My strategy for Showdown is always changing. Like, it's fluid. I have a general strategy that I try to execute with Showdown, but the key is taking what Showdown gives you. When like maintaining your streak is super important. So I try to go when I think I can maintain my streak. I generally play Showdown this way. I get all of my tasks done first, as efficiently as I can, using as little energy as I can, and I knock out all of my tasks. Then I let my energy accrue, and then burn it all, let it accrue, burn it all, let it accrue, burn it all, and I never claim my bonus energy till the final push that I do. Usually, I'll start my final push sooner than most people, and if I might maintain my streak, I'll keep going. If I lose my streak, I'll shut it down and wait, and then do a second push. Literally, I let the game kind of dictate what I do. It also depends who I'm finding when I'm refreshing. But expect to spend 40, 50 million in coin, 100 million in coin, no problem. You know? This works. Actually, you know who's better? Is Miz. Because those snowfalls are all green and they end up being 100%. Yes, kind of, Chris. It's literally, though, my strategy is fluid. I literally try and take what the game gives me for Showdown because it's never the same. So I think if you have the same strategy, it won't always work. And then a little bit of luck helps too. Like, if you're going to finish top 10 without buying energy, it takes probably a little bit of luck. Second for sure took luck without buying energy. But I think most of the time without buying energy, I can guarantee myself a top 10. And yes, the 250 promoters is super important. I didn't, Chris. I took my first LA Knight plate. So the trick, Stuart, is not to be active. I want to say it takes about a half hour of not playing to be inactive. Then you can only get hit for revenges. So you want to be not playing and not active when everyone's going the last 30 minutes. You should be done with your showdown well before, like, an hour. You should be all done with an hour to go. Yes! 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 Hitman, thank you so much for the 14 months, buddy. Appreciate it. So this would be Cody post 99 MP. Oh, no, I need Santa Hogan on for this, so ignore that. This needs Santa Hogan, but it's basically going to be the same damage. No, not necessarily. That was a really unlucky board, and that'll happen once in a blue moon. Yeah, last 30 minutes is the worst time to play. You can't keep a streak. You can't gain energy. If you're fighting the last 30 minutes, you're going to stay... you're gonna go nowhere. I am a liar, Snake. Once in a blue moon, that would be like a whiff for 50 million. So, this is what it's supposed to be for post 99 MP. Yes, totally like KO. And that's why the ultimate plate goes on if you want to use it. Just so you can break some extra gems. Only for revenges. So the reason you usually, like, I still maintain Showdown has like a bucket. I already did, Rusty. No one watched it. This video has already been made. See, 72 million post 99 MP. That's fair, child. Yeah, already done, Rusty. With the build I'm running right here. That's the only video I did on Cody. I feel like this build is so good, all the rest are a waste. Because this just needs a Titan. I think it's getting close to actually 1,600 views now, but it was not very much for a long time. So, yeah. Fair enough, Baloo. He's awesome. $60 million on a whiff. What's happening again, Goat? What? Nice, Hitman. So you can also add, like... Oh yeah, I've been streaming a lot lately, Goaty. Define worth it, but the answer is no, probably. You can also add one of these. Yeah, Goat. I've been streaming a bunch again. Usually 3 days a week on my channel. What's my YouTube sub count? Is it 6666 or something? I haven't looked. You said it's ominous, so I'm assuming it's something like that. It's 6667 now. It was all sixes. We're good. We're safe. One of the gem chuckers, what I used in my video was a green to black. I think it was green to black in my video because he's always breaking greens. Which I don't have that plate. But you could go black to green if you get 4 black gems. Yes, this is my personal Cody, and yes, it is 100. Yes! Yes! Yes, Cody, thank you for the sub, my guy. I did watch SummerSlam, D. Meyer. It was awesome. That's not bad, Sako. That's not bad at all. Crazy Chef, probably not. Um, like, D'Lo, if you have D'Lo, I think is a better choice, to be honest. I haven't, I haven't seen Raw. I watch it on Hulu, so it's always commercial free. Can't wait for it to go to Netflix. No, he'd still be good for you, Noah. You can run triple red, you can run triple green, you can run all kinds of stuff. 76 million. What's up, TFH? My favorite match of SummerSlam? Ooh, oh, Cody. The Cody match. Just because of how it went. I really enjoyed it. Right? Like the pop for Roman. Definitely enjoyed the Cody match. What what do you apologize for? Nothing to apologize for. I feud, I was playing Fallout 76 while feuding TFH. I don't even remember. I think I saw you once, but I don't even remember what happened. I literally was playing Fallout 76 while I was feuding. I had all the characters. There is not like this month, so there is literally nothing for me to do. No reason really to feud. Rhea Liv was also super good. I like that one a ton. Freaking Dom cementing himself, so entertaining. Really, really good. But I would say my favorite was the Cody the solo. Like the Roman pop and stuff was just really good. I enjoyed. I figured Sammy was gonna that was gonna happen with Sammy, but I honestly he'll just move on to better storylines, so I'm okay with it. Um, Pretty sure whatever feud is coming, um, Bloodline versus Bloodline, Sammy will be involved with. So I think that's a good title drop there, and it helps, won't hurt Braun Breaker for sure. It's a good one for him. I mean Gunther's always amazing, so that was no different. I thought that match was super good. I don't have a Discord, Sako. Oh, you're talking to Rusty. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really interested to see where the Judgment Day thing goes. Right, D Meyer? Like, really good heels are hard to find, and I feel like Dom is kind of a natural. Like, he's the opposite of his dad, which is great. I hated him when he was tagging with Ray, but he is so good. No, Sako, feel free to use the chat room. Go for it. He is so good at being a heel. Like, he honestly kind of feels he feels more like don't and this is probably not fair, but he feels more like, yeah, I was just gonna say Eddie Guerrero than he does Ray. He's kind of got that. He's got more like that Eddie vibe. You know what I mean? Like Eddie was like super lovable though, like had charisma, but he was easy to love when he was like doing the cheating and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So like I feel like Dom, when he goes face, he should be more of a face if he does in the way that Eddie was than like your traditional baby face. Yeah, I think so, child. I think so. It's but like and the ridiculous outfits and stuff, I don't know. Like, man, I really like Dom. Really like Dom. He has not disappointed. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Your adventure that's beyond compare. We are the gummy bears. Yeah, it is. I haven't heard that alert forever. Thanks for the biddies, Goaty. Yeah, a lot of titles changed hands and stuff. It's gonna be really cool. In general, I think Also, isn't like isn't tonight right on Goaty? Isn't tonight supposed to be the debut of the Wyatt Six? Some of them are gonna fight tonight, wrestle tonight. Is that accurate? Did I see that right? So I mean, there's a lot of great stuff going on right now in general. Yeah. So all right. Obviously, first hour commercial free. Yeah, I'll have to. I won't be able to catch it till Hulu. So right on, IK. It's one of the few cartoons I liked as a kid. I wasn't a cartoon guy. So you guys, any questions or anything you want to see? Like today, there's not a lot going on, so I'm pretty much at my leisure. I have to spend my month-long prize wall currency. All of this prize wall currency is spent for me. I still need to spend the last of my feud tokens. I could have spent to get 3 more and got another set of 50 dusty shards, but I just kept it free. At 6-star gold, no. Pretty much, Chris. Yeah. LA kind of sucks. Even he's just not that good. It's too low. The damage is too low. The percentage is too low. At Showboat, which is completely loaded, there's just nothing really viable for LA compared to the other showboats. Yep. Like the first Monday of every month, or at least when the MLC is over anyway. Finn, as per normal. He could use one. He could absolutely use one. Some people that could use a refresh. I've been thinking about that. I mean, Gunther, we're kind of due for IC, not IC, but like WWE champion Gunther now, huh? Let's make that happen right away. New Gunther, um, new LA Knight. See who else was I? There's a bunch of them I was thinking of that we could use a newer one. Um, recently we just got Naomi. That was one of them. Um, could probably go for a new Otis, to be honest, guys. New Otis. Wouldn't mind a new Gable. Trickster Gable. Could go with the Trickster Gable. Nice, the Great. Yeet Jey Uso. I'd be down for that. Right on, Stuart. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Have a good night. I do still need to do my shopping on this prize wall, if that's something anyone's interested in. I need to finish up my cleaning up of these prize walls. Probably will get those, maybe. These are done. This is all done. 394. I don't think I can get anything with 394, right? Metal bits indeed. Alright. I guess my feud ones is just tokens, so I need to figure out my tokens on the feud wall. I don't feel like... What are my options here, actually? The ones this shows, I have all of them. This is not the one that has the Imperium one in it. So not that one. Uh, let me look at the one, Chris, just to make sure. You have Seth, by the way? Which one is it? It's this one, right? He's, correct me if I'm wrong. He has the gem buff on the reinforce, right? I am not. Yeah, yellow reinforce. So yes, that's essentially, Chris, um, red gem, right? 150%. That's essentially 200% on the first break because it applies to the gems underneath. So it'd be like the equivalent of using 200%, having 200% red gem boost, not the buff, but red gem damage on the initial break. So the first break, it's going to add 200% on the first break, um, where the reinforces are. So it'd be like an extra 100% strap times 2 on top of it. So yeah, it's absolutely going to make the yellows hit, or the reds hit way harder. That should keep them viable. Like, how hard are you hitting without the moment right now? When you say what, Inna? When you say Inna? 80? How hard does the initial break? How much harder does the initial break hit? Like, it's 2 and 2. Um, I don't know what trainers you're using for sure, but do you know what it breaks down to? Is it about the same? Is it 40 and 40? You think, or is your initial break more? If you're using reinforced trainers, it'll be more. If you're not using reinforced trainers, it should be the same. Anyway, if it's 40 and 40, um, I don't even know how to math that straight off, but it's going to be a lot. I would bet. Actually, I do. If it's 40 and 40, to give you a good idea, run him without reinforced trainers, Chris, and use percentage trainers. And then where you're, if you're using it, keep in mind if you have like a bulldog bracer or something, that's gonna add to it. But basically, if you were to take off, if you use just percentage trainers and estimate maybe like 6 million for the sheriff's badge. So use just percentage trainers, estimate about 6 million for the sheriff's badge. So take that off and then divide it in two. That's about how hard you're hitting on the first break. Then what I would say also you could do is remove the trainers you have, adding up to 200%. So like, I mean, like take this metal off, it adds 75%, right? Take bulldog off, it takes another one off. Anyway, then run it. Probably only take like 4 or 5 million off for your sheriff's badge, divide it in two, and then take that number. Yeah, that's too complicated probably to easier just to divide it into two parts, to be honest. I could probably hold on, I can figure this out for you. I can figure this out pretty easily, I think. It's way harder to explain than I think it is to do, I think. No promises. So uh worse than KO, who was free, and worse than Waller. There's really no reason to level Balor these days after the free ones we've gotten, unless you just happen to be a Balor mark. Or you need a Judgment Day card. Really? So let's do this. Okay, 6 MP. I don't think I've ever ran him on this account. I haven't actually played Seth since he came out. Just use Priest and Stunlock. Put a strap on Priest with the red to, is it purple to red or blue to red, whatever color. Lets you cycle, stun, countdown gems, stun, and the reduce countdown, and then just let it autoplay. Yeah, Rocket's cooking, just let it autoplay, you know? I just use the Stunlock build when I have to use Priest for tours. Makes it super easy. 6-star bronze and stop. Then he can run that build. Stunlock everybody. He's the best to use for Judgment Day Rex. You can just kind of forget about him after that, you know? Yoko is better, just FYI, Chris. Yoko is better, but I think I have a reason for this. I think. You like running or triple at red, McLovin? Also, hi, McLovin. How are you? How's Sharn? The reds are the best way to run Tiffany if you have to without her plate. Hey, AK6, how are you? I am doing well, McLovin. It might have took me a second to... Seth is a pumped up KO. I might have missed it, McLovin, because when I'm like... I haven't played Seth in a long time, so like in... What are we in now? 8 months? I haven't played Seth in 8 months. So I wasn't focused on chat as much as usual, so I probably just missed it. What's up, AK6? How are you, bud? My family is great. Are you still doing the... I missed the first break. Not that it matters, they're both the same, so I'll just cut it in half. So 11 million, that's like 10 million. Or 11, that's like... It's 11 million at gold, because we're just doubling it. Okay. So, now... If I can add about 200%, which I can... Let's see what the difference is. That was 11 million. Now let's add 200% gem damage. When I say decent faction, I mean maxes all the faction stuff, McGillicuddy. You need to max all the faction stuff. You need to max boss battle. Like, if you don't, you miss a ton of stuff. So it's maxing everything but spend events. that's a good faction. The rank doesn't matter as long as you get all of your stuff. The ranking does matter on things like plates potentially, and sometimes a few extra shards, a few solo points. But if your faction maxes all of the faction milestones, you're getting enough. That's what I would call a good faction. I don't think 60 factions are consistently maxing all of them, though. Can they? Yes, but do they? I don't think so. Top 60 factions aren't maxing boss battle. I don't think. I don't think there's 60 factions that max out the boss battle portions, are there? I don't know. You tell me, Skier. The ones I see most factions tanking on is boss battle. So this is 200% red gem damage right here, basically. 215. So we're pretty close. This is basically 215%. So this is almost the moment, Chris, if you're still here. So the moment we were at 11 million. Total. And this is silver, so we can basically take the total and call that the moment. Instead of having to half it. So we were at 11. To 24. So it added 13 million. You could probably figure the moment will add 13 million to whatever you're doing, give or take. Call it 12. Maybe an extra like 12 million to what you're doing right now. So if you're doing 80, you'll probably do 90. Maybe more. It's hard to say exactly, right? But if something like that, it's a decent chunk either way. The other thing we could do, actually... How many reinforced trainers are there, guys? The other thing that would probably be even better... We got Yoko at 100%. Doesn't matter. Trainers, coaches. Who else is there? Is there 100? Is there any way we can get to 200 on the nose? Who else is reinforced? Percentage. Zombie Sammy 60, right? Do we have a 35%er? No, I don't have Seth. This is not my Seth. I'm on the CC account right now. Working on testing something for Chris. He's curious about the moment. This is probably a better... So that's 160. Is there a 35er? With the new format, top 60 can max boss battle? Well, that's awesome, Bernie Mac. That's much better. Okay, cool. Yeah, if your faction maxes the stuff, and I mean also the bonus stuff, it needs to max too. If it's free, it needs to be maxed, or you're missing stuff. $75%'s too much. 50. That'll work. This is like 210%, Chris. So we'll run it with this, and then we'll take them off and run it with just Sting and see what the difference is. This is probably a better comparison. Yeah, shucky ducky quack quack. Pretty dang good month. This will probably be a better comparison, Chris, because we'll just run it with this and then take the 200% off. It should be similar to what we did. Just me trying to double check it since it is reinforce. So it should end up being like a 12, 13 mil difference, maybe. I don't know. Hard to say, I guess. 21. Okay. Yeah, I am still like 800 shards away from Seth. I would love him for his training ability. And then let's take 200% off. Beep, beep, beep. Does his gem buff get bigger at gold? Or his area? Or does it stay 6x6 and 150? Stays the same? Perfect. Okay. And it should be a fairly accurate comparison. Oops. Ducky. It doesn't do so great there. I mean, it could be worse, bud. If that's the worst thing you do in life, you got it made. McLovin, did I miss any of your follow-up stuff too? Because, like I said, I'm in the middle of this and I feel like... What? Did you notice that? Did I forget to take him off? Perhaps reinforced do not work right. That was 200% reinforced, coaches, and we hit 21. 21? Right? So... the equivalent is 100% with red. Because they only break twice. Right on, McLovin. Right? Reds break twice, so this would be the equivalent. This should also do 21. Or 18, I mean. This should also do 18. If reinforce are working right. Okay. Alright, that's right. That was also 21, so they're working fine. Okay. So... 3 million, 6... That is only looking like it's going to be 6 million difference at gold. That doesn't seem right, though. It might be harder to figure out, though, because straight doubling it might not work right because of the buff. You would think it would, but it might not work right. It might be as little as only 6 million. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on it. We're just trying to figure out how much the moment will add Iron Sheik at gold. And it adds 200% reinforce. So it's kind of hard with the buff to figure out the growth necessarily, because you'd think we would be able to, if the reinforce is adding 3 million, you think a just straight double would work if everything else was the same. Yeah, Chris. I would guess somewhere between 6 and 10, likely 6 though. I guess. But that could also depend on your sub stats and things like that too. Potentially. Anyway, that was fun. I haven't ran Seth in a while, so that was kind of cool. Do you guys see the new update, too? With these new, like... These new thingies. I don't know. The UI looks, whatever they are in these pictures, the UI just looks really kind of clean. I don't know if that's the right word. It's not that much different, but it still feels different. Right on, Chris. Yeah, I'm curious about it too. Moments in general are fun. Like this one feels really clean. I don't know why. I like the resolution seems better to me. Just looking at it, it feels sharper or more clear, if that makes sense. I could be smoking crack. There's something. This is also interesting. Did you guys notice this? Multiple effects on skill plates. I wonder if Escape Artist will get changed to this. I'm down for increased critical strike chances. Nice, Telvin. Anyway, I thought that was kind of it. Doesn't take much for me to be interested. So, yeah, it is weird, IK. Supposedly, there's a big one coming. We'll see. What's up, Bills Mafia? Escape Artist right now is like 100% chance when the AI has it, and way less when you have it. But we can look at it. Yeah, and it breaks 30 sub gems right now. Correct. That's a different Escape Artist than we're looking at. So I don't know if some of the plates will get reworked too. There's some plates that could definitely use a rework, so I would be down with it. Chaotic Blast would be cool to get reworked. And I used to love Cheap Shot back in the day. Could use a Cheap Shot rework. Blue Bomber could use a rework. Oh, that would be cool. Plate upgrade system would be really cool. Too much text. Ducky, it doesn't show up. Yeah, raised mask for sure. Too much text so it doesn't show up, but it works. You have to look at it here. When there's more than one line of text, it won't show up. Yeah, it works. It's 70% essentially yellow, green, etc. So before I spend my only metal, I don't understand. Scheisser, can you ask a different way? I'm not, or if someone else knows what he's trying to ask me. I'm not understanding what you're asking specifically, Scheisser. I'm sorry. The prize walls look like they're gonna have a lot of older plates again now, which would be great. That's funny, IK. Yeah, raised plate is pretty irrelevant these days, for sure. NWO plate could certainly use a boost. 75% move damage isn't much. Bulldog plate is there's some people that's really good on AK6. Seth freaking Rollins, and it's an MVP on Showboat Vader as well. It's also really good on Showboat KO, but it's literally that and Mosh are the MVPs of Showboat Vader. I didn't. But my Cody top build video, Bill's Mafia, is the post 99 MP build. Ah, to get the takedown 2 medal, purple as Tiffy is a good spot for it right now, yeah. Mellis Mask is pretty terrible, yes. You want the link, Bill's Mafia? Happy to give you the link if you'd like it. Because I have YouTube up anyway. Beep, beep. There you go, bud. Right here. Hey, Beefy, how are you? Yeah, so interesting. I really think that next midweek prize wall, I want to target, unless my thought is unless there's Waller gear, I kind of want to go for this moment, kind of, for Bray. What's Sweet Baby Jesus, Bill's Mafia? For Bray? Fair enough, AK6. Fair enough. You have Showboat KO, though. Everyone has Showboat KO. He was free. But Vader and Rollins, no. I get that. I don't have Rollins either. I would love Waller gear. Love Waller gear. This is my Bray. I'm going to take him to gold because I have striker tokens. Oh, no problem. You're welcome, Bills Mafia. Bray's awesome. Like, so I want to take him gold. So I think I will on Talent Up. I'd love the Imperium moment. It's available in the feud bag, so I haven't rushed for it, but I would love it too. Why not? It's just, I like my feud moments, but I also really need to get a strap. Oh, wow. All right. No Showboat K. Okay. My bad then. You know what they say when you assume, AK? What faction are you in these days, AK? What's the Z Cody plate? Sheriff's badge? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, I could kill for about 3 or 4 sheriff's badges. I didn't even check his trainers. I don't think I have his trainers set up. Right on, AK. Oh, the zombie moment's huge. With it, uh, should be the same. With gear or with plate, should be the same. Either way. I don't have his gear or his plate. I took the LA Knight plate. But should be the same either way. There's 2 different ways you can do it. Personally, I like this one. Still need a Nightmare plate? Nightmare plate's a good plate. Erg. Wrong woods. Right woods. What's up, Jamie? Oh, a wizard is neither late nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. This is gonna be, what's his face? This guy. Boogeyman leveled up. He's going up on talent up. I think Mae Young will be free. I couldn't. She's the one I care the least about by far. I couldn't give two craps about Mae Young in the game. I think Mae Young will be free. Maxine will be the next tier. Ilya and Batista in that order, but we'll see. I am definitely a nerd. 1000%. My Aussie's not leveled up. Just keep that in mind. He's still needs a bunch of levels. Indeed, you shall not pass. Yeah, so KV, they 100% would do ECW if they could. They cannot get approval for most of the names you mentioned. All of us would love a hardcore month, a ECW month, like 1,000,000%. Raven has got to be one of the more requested superstars, I think, that I hear pretty often. A ton of people love Sandman, Dreamer, right? Like all the ECW crew. The two I hear the most are the ECW guys and the WCW cruiserweights, right? Those would probably be the most popular things they could do, is the WCW cruiserweights and then the ECW guys, for sure. But most of them can't be done. Yeah, and like I'd love Canyon in the game. Love Billy Kidman. Canyon would be super cool. Also, I'm surprised we haven't, because Brian Pillman's estate signed a Legend deal. I'm surprised we haven't seen Brian Pillman yet. Yeah, Canyon, Mortis, yep. Honestly, a lot of those WCW guys, even the mid card guys, I liked a lot of them. Like, don't judge me when I say this. Yes, 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 yes. Northern Mouth, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Really appreciate the 23 months, dude. Almost 2 years. Norman Smiley. Norman Smiley was great. I also love Disco Inferno. He was. Pillman, didn't he get beat out, though, at the very end? So we might see him because he was popular enough. Yeah, by Batista in the final. I love Disco Inferno. Um, but Al Snow would be great, too. This isn't WCW anymore, but Al Snow would be great. Hardcore Holly. Nice, B-Rock. I got takedown medals on Ozzy still. He's not set up right, by the way. That's the Alex Wright, Das Wonder Kid that they just said, Ducky Schultz. So he's not set up right, but this is the way I'd run him with or without gear. Same with his plate. I actually need to switch Ozzy over. To be honest, I need to set him upright and switch him over. His plate is more consistent. They're about the same, Bills Mafia. His plate's a little more consistent, though, because it'll help you break all the traps, but they're basically the same. In my testing, they felt the same. What's your question, Jamie? It's probably not stupid. We're on my account right now, by the way. Go ahead and sub me, Steiner. I don't care. I mean, you can do that if you want. You can run the bleed traps if you want. If you hit, it's really good. But you can also miss. I'll show you what I mean. When it hits, it's awesome. Yeah, I love Tuvin Tuden Chavo, Billy Kidman, like I said, La Parka, all the WCW cruiserweights. They were freaking awesome. The Flock would be great. Just in general. Here. First off, it's time to set Ozzy up, right? No, yeah, so you don't want, like, takedown on Ozzy for his right stuff. It does, child. If you're using the buff move, you don't want takedown. If you're not using the buff move, if you're using, like, the traps at the bleed and stuff, then you could use takedown. Because you're just using these traps to break these traps, basically, right? So if you switch that out to, like, this. Angelo, what's good, man? Yeah. Thanks, bud. Hopefully it's helpful. That moveset for me has just always worked the best. It actually flows pretty smooth for Gunther and hits pretty hard. Yeah, Ducky. Yeah, she's 200K. She's it shouldn't take you too long. She's worth it. Like, so if you wanna, like, this your medals don't matter nearly as much with this moveset. You can also use the sub with this moveset if you wanted to, right? Because when they break the gems, they bleed, both of them. So you could use the sub with this set too, if you really wanted to. I wouldn't. Just run it this way a bit. What was the extra thing I taught you, I believe? Yes! 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 Gumsy, I must be doing something right if the troll has been subscribed for 21 months. So your metal type doesn't matter as much if you're doing this moveset. If you don't have woods, this moveset is not nearly as good. Nothing replaces woods for the damage here. Because it doubles your bleed damage, literally doubles. So I wouldn't worry about your bleed. Thanks for the follow, Abdul. I wouldn't worry about the bleed if you don't have woods. Because it literally doubles the damage. Nothing replaces that. Oh, 100%, Chris. So, Ozzy, yes. Like, give me Lemmy for Motorhead, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I believe. Good deal. Yeah, but Ozzy can do a ton of stuff. Like, also, if you don't have his plates, no drips so far today, Comsy. If you don't have the generic plates, is probably, which two did I put on my preview on him, guys? Remind me, somebody who actually watched it. Was it the Viper Strike? Because you're always breaking black, and then you get the red, and then the red chucker, right? And then the black to red. No, the free plates, Blue. I think it was these two. When it hit harder than with a drip. Yeah. I need to set mine up properly now, though, that the showdown stuff is over and he's gold and all that. Gem damage is the only way to go. So, Angelo, I feel like, here, you guys, I feel like I screwed up on my prize wall this month, and I have FOMO. So let me just share the fear of missing out that I have. I feel like I messed up on my prize wall. And I'll show you what I mean, just so you can know. I wish I'm not a Regal fan, and this is why I didn't take it. Because I have great showboats, but I took the 2 Beefcake gear instead of the 1 Regal gear. However, Regal is ridiculously overpowered. The gear makes him even more overpowered. I feel like there's a chance this one won't come back. So I feel like I should have taken this gear first. I do feel like I probably made a mistake there. I believe, yes. As long as you're not worried about them being loaded or charged, absolutely. 100%. Sensei, how are you, buddy? He does still hit for 100 million, right. But for boss battle, and you never know what comes later. Anyway, I love Brutus and all that, but his traps do take a while to resolve. He's one of my slower feuders, so there's that too. I'm not unhappy. I just feel like I probably should have grabbed the Regal gear. As far as Acro Bianca goes, Angelo, if you're a Bianca mark, maybe. But to be honest, no. Because there's a bunch of better acrobats. It's just broken right now, Gumsy. No, I rushed so I wouldn't change my mind, Chris. I knew I'd have enough for Regal, so I bought the Brutus gear so I wouldn't change my mind, because I know I'd feel this way. McGillicuddy, pretty easy. Showdown. You get a ton of prize wall currency in Showdown. I got enough for, I think I had over 20,000 currency. And I didn't spend for that currency at all. That was free. No, Gumsy, I did not get the Creed gear. I would have had to spend like $100 to get the Creed gear. Wasn't gonna happen. No, the Cargill plate will not buff Regal. He's a beast without it. He's definitely a beast with it. It'll hit super hard for boss. In particular. It'll be great for boss. You will be the purple boss king forever. I love auto open, personally, just because I'm lazy. Absolutely, Chris. 100%. I got Tiffy week 1. Well, that's fair, Gumsy. That's absolutely fair. Anyway, where was I? I was setting Ozzy up. Yeah, but yeah, that I might come to regret that. I doubt it, cause maybe not. I never use Regal. No, it won't. Yes, it will work on Gunther, but it'll buff yellow gems. So I don't know why you'd want to. Because Gunther makes green gems. But yes, it'll work. It just won't buff the right color gem. But I don't think that's actually what you were asking. So technically, no, it won't work, because I think that's what you were asking. But it will buff yellow gems. He just doesn't break yellow gems. You need to buff greens. Blah, blah, blah. That's where I put it on Showboat Charlotte. The 2 spots I really like it are Showboat Charlotte, Razor, and Cargill herself. Those are the 3 probably top spots for me. But I'm all in on Showboat Charlotte. No, Angelo, you're fine. I'm happy to answer, bud. But in the end of the day, Angelo, it's up to you. I would probably get to say the Regal gear. of the moments, the NXT moment I think is more useful. I'm not big on Bianca. I don't care for her gameplay a ton, and I have arguably 4 better lady acrobats. You know what I mean? So there's Shotzi with a Nightmare Plate, who I think's better. Rhea's definitely better. Kairi's definitely better. There's someone else I think I'm forgetting about. So that's kind of where I'm at. Sammy's a great one too. It frees up the Piper plate on Sammy. Zombie Sammy's a great one too. Ducky Schultz, another good spot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, with the LA Knight plate, Kairi can hit for like 160 million in feud. Who doesn't exist? Pretty sure we're not talking about Indy here. I think Indy's the only lady actor that doesn't exist. Who doesn't exist? I believe it, Gumsy. I believe it. You know, I had somebody comment on a year-old video. Indy doesn't exist because she's a 0 shard release. So unless you get super lucky and pull her, you're not getting it. Ever. Showboat Taker with the Nightmare Plate is legit. Honestly, I don't know if I would use it for her. What's her trainer ability, Chris? So here's the funny thing. I don't care about Indy because my lady acrobats are good enough that I wouldn't use the cost she is unless her trainer was like one of one must have, but I don't remember it, so it can't be that great. Oh, this is perfect for Ozzy. You know how many people don't have NOD Rock? NOD Rock still doesn't exist unless you got lucky or spent a metric crap ton. Zero shard releases piss me off. It's the dumbest thing the game does. Blue gem damage trainer? Yeah, I couldn't care less, Chris. So yeah, I wouldn't spend her with club points anyway. My lady acros are fine. She doesn't change. Now, if she was a powerhouse, 100%, I would get Indy. Absolutely. She's great. Yeah, Gumsy. Naomi'd be one I'd think about for sure. Because she's a 0 shard release. Goldberg at 200k. Pretty decent value at coach. But Roxanne at 200k. Chef's kiss. I think Braun Breaker's 200k. Somebody said you got to get him. Like, he's a must have. Mello would be at the top of the list. He's more expensive. And Sherry's expensive too, they said. I don't have the pass yet. If Naomi goes into it at like 200k or less, I'll probably get the pass. Because by the time I get her, I might have some focus striker shards. Yep. I said it when he came out, Scott, that I hate this release method, so I don't care about him. As good as he is, I couldn't care less. And I stand by that. 0 shard releases are not a good thing in this game. Is Muda still relevant? Yeah, Muda's the best male acro in the game. Fight me if you don't agree. Muda is freaking amazing. That is probably the character I don't have that I want the most on my roster. I think Muda right now would probably be the biggest upgrade on my roster. As far as for class. Plus he's also a legend. Get out of here with that B-Rock. Never. Acro Snoop takes too long. Ugh. Yeah. I do have Mr. Perfect. I do. I just never really use him or show him in videos because he's super unrealistic. So I'll use him. I use him a little bit in feud, not as much as I thought I would, to be honest. Yvonne's okay, but he's not great at gold. Tech Naomi coming back. What? Confused. Powerhouse Cody, mostly because of the Aussie showdowns, man. I don't think, if we didn't have the Aussie showdowns, I ranked super high on those. Like, I got so many Cody shards from that. That's a great moment for Wesley. Roman Chief of Beasts, he's fine. But I mean, like, Hall of Fame Kurt's great if you're fine with sub gameplay. Yeah, he hits super hard, especially with his gears. He's great. You just have to, where everything works off the sub, Noah, but he's great. As long as you're fine with sub gameplay. Roman Chief of Beasts isn't going to do anything for you, though. Other than he's rare. If you're a Pokemon collector, I don't know what you're talking about. That's it. Oh, Striker Naomi. Oh, yeah, I'm sure B-Rock. She'll be in leads all the time and stuff, I'm sure. Right, Chris? There's a bunch of solid people on that moment, and it makes everyone better. You know, actually, Tech Sammy is actually, if you have all of his moments, is kind of interesting with a multiply build and the destroy with that moment. I haven't used Braun since Austin AK6. I haven't used Braun since Austin. But Cody replaces Austin. That's funny, Josh. Vader. I think I'd choose Vader. Resolves a little bit faster as far as for a fighter. But for a trainer, I think I would rather have Seth's, even though Vader's is pretty cool. On the flip side, actually, I take it back. Vader has multiplies, it's more easily nerfed. I would use Seth. Because he doesn't use multiplies. So I take it back. I'd use Seth. Nice, Josh. Seth is less nerfable. I think Vader would be a little bit faster because the resolve time on the reinforce and stuff. But I could be wrong as I haven't timed them. They're both great, though. Like, I would put Rex Regum ahead of those two, barely, but them all in the same group. So Rex Regum, Vader, and Seth, depending on who you like, what you have, etc., right? Those three are kind of the cream of the crop. Tusos, arguably, is the fastest and small cascade risk, but it is a cascade risk. Is Rex that good? Hold on. You tell me. Priest is slow. Oh, Priest is the classic example of fun but slow. Priest is really good. He's got a lot of fun builds. He just isn't fast, but he probably isn't going to lose. He's my favorite one to feud with in the game for dudes right now. Because here's the thing that I can't really understate or overstate, right? So this is no 99 MP build 2. Chaga. He does need this plate. 100% needs a Piper plate. But I literally can feud with him. Well, I was feuding playing Fallout 76 because I set my feud lineups up so I didn't have to pay attention. But just watch this. Literally, everything goes where it's supposed to go. You don't, and the animations are fast. But there's zero risk. I don't even have to think. I can do that while playing another game. That's it. Done. And 80 million. That's it. He's, to me, the best showboat in the game. If you got the right setup. He does need a Piper plate, though. And that is with 100% strap. You'd be fine even with like a 50% strap. He's modern era, so it's the easy to get a strap for. But like, they just don't, yeah, they just don't get, it's just so easy. And so fast and so smooth. Like, I don't think anything's better than that. Right, Chris? This is what I want to feud with because I don't need to pay attention. While I'm binge watching TV or playing another game, I can feud. Plus, I love Triple H. 78 million. What's up, Zesto? How you doing? That's awesome, Angelo. Marlo, the compelling reason would be one, Bray is Legend era. Two, he is lower charge. Braun Breaker needs a middle lane, Bray does not. So those would be your two reasons. Different era, and also it doesn't need a middle lane. You want to see my silver Bray? Do you have a Hogan's plate? If you have the Hogan plate, this is the single best spot for it? Okay. So Hogan plate, a lot of different ways you can run him. So if you don't want to use your red MP trainer, but you do want to use Santa, you can use these two, right? Like, or you can just use one of these two in red MP. Like, so he's super flexible because he's low charge. That's hilarious, Angelo. My wife says the same kind of stuff to me when I got a man crush on somebody. She calls, like, Henry Cavill my boyfriend. This is just Silver Bray. That's 7 million. Doesn't move the pin bar, blows up the board. And 25 million. So he's pretty good. Oh yeah, and the other thing is he can't get sub. Right on, Sensei. Yeah, next MLC is the Player's Choice MLC. Right on, little Billy. Cavill's amazing in everything. So it's Mae Young, Batista. Oh yeah, sometimes it recycles itself. Batista, Ilya Dragunov, and Maxine. No, I don't. Right on, Zesto. That's 38 million right there. I deserve it, Angelo. Yeah, he's really good. So, and he doesn't need a middle lane, lower charge. So Bray. Also, if you get the moment, it adds a bunch to him too. The legend moment that's on the prize walls. So yeah, Bray's really great. Right, Sensei? Well, yeah, then he's gonna hit even better for you, Marlo. But Bray's fun. I don't like Sub Sandman, but I do like Tech Sammy. Also, this feud, what's up with giving people duplicate plates this feud? I pulled 2 Sheik plates from my feud bags. I did not need or want Sheik plates, but now I have plenty of them. Priest? Yeah, I can show it to you. It's really just a plate and whatever trainers get him loaded. Sure. I'm not gonna play him because it's slow. But Priest is really easy. He stun locks. I'm sorry, Jason. I wasn't mad about 2 Sheik plates. I just wanted something else. I have like 3, I think, so now I have like 5. Barber blades, that's one of the ones I wanted. Right on Zesto. Who's Priest? That's who. That's a good one, Jason. So that literally this is, you know, like I said, it's not, and I just don't even have just the rocks cooking plate. And then these two and the MP you need. Red. This is the tour build. If you want to use him in feud, 17k Santa Hogan, stun, swipe, and then reload, and it's a 2-turn stun. So the only difference for feud would be 17k Santa. Stun, countdowns, or it doesn't really matter. But it's just stun, swipe, reload with this. So it's a permanent stun lock. Nice, Peck. On one count, not nice on the other. Oh, lame, Gumsy. I got a Ronda's jacket and 2 Sheik plates, actually. I didn't mention the Ronda's jacket, but I did get Ronda's jacket as well. So yeah, that's how I would run him, and then if you're going to do it in feud, replace this one with 17k Santa. Which Charlotte needs you to be specific? Showboat? Showboat Charlotte, I just put on, I had top lane, so good night. Showboat Charlotte with top lane is just 2 clicks and like 75 million. It's ridiculous. But it's this way. And then if I don't have top line, instead of Matt, it's Braun, so I don't need to use Santa. You could use Santa. Right. So if you don't have Sherry, then whatever multiply guys you do have. So Matt and anyone. Braun Breaker or Braun Strowman is generally who I use with Sherry when I don't have middle lane or top lane. If you have middle lane, then you could use Matt, whatever. He starts loaded because gear. If you have 1 gear pack, you can just change Braun for Kofi and Runner still. That's crazy, Blue. She wants 1 gear or 3 gears. 1 or 3 for Charlotte. 2 is not really a big deal. It helps, of course, but you can start running her with 1 gear. Even actually, I lied. 2 gears. 2 gears. You can run her with 2 gears. I'm sorry. You want the 2 gears is the big one, and then the MP on the last one. So you can run her with 2 or 3. With 2, you just change Kofi for where Braun is, and then with 3, you can just use Braun and not need Santa, or you can use Santa and Sherry and Matt. A lot of options. But she's really, really good. I want to upgrade her strap so bad. 100% strap would be nutty. But she does anywhere from 50 to 70 million on a normal line. And top lane, it's like 75, 70 million plus every time. Yeah, they're available all the time, JC. Her gears are available 24/7. They rotate daily. Right here. Every day it's a different one. Or the same one multiple days in a row. But one of it has a 33% chance to spawn right here all the time. If you don't have any faction coins, it'll take you about 3 months to save up if your faction does all of their stuff every week and you do your things. I got all of her gears in 3 months. She's way better in feud than in a tour, but I can show you guys what she does on a tour if you want with the setup I have. Nice, Noah. She's my favorite lady to feud with. Nice, dude. What's up, Delaney? The other thing, too, and I've mentioned this before, if you don't have crazy stuff for her, once you get her second gear, you can still run her with Kofi and start with the sub. So if you don't have enough to turn one people, you can always start with the sub. 40% is what I have a 50% scon, so 40% is just fine. I have a 50, so barely better. They will never give this one anything extra at this point. There is no way they will ever give her anything else. $55 with 2 clicks. Boom, boom. He's pretty awesome. Yeah, Beef. Nightmare Plate is huge on her. You could, yep. Sure, Vern. I like not having to use Santa. I try and keep him freed up in most of my primary builds, just because. But you could also take one of these two off, run Santa, and then use Matt here. Multiple times Shark. That's okay. It's Monday of the month. Everyone's always asking these before the official channel goes on. It's the fan voting ones, so Mae Young, Maxine, Batista, and Dragunov. So you can also do this. No, Lil B. Nice, Beef. Sherry's a massive trainer. To me, it's weird, Vern Roberts, yeah. But that's okay if you like her. Nothing wrong with that. I don't care about Mae Young personally, but that's okay. We all like different things in wrestling, so I don't think it's weird. 56 mil. Nice, Beef. Yeah, Charlotte's awesome. Mae Young with complimentary hand. The worst storyline ever in Attitude. It definitely goes down AK6, but yes, you may. Josh. Yeah, I think Batista will be the S plus. I could be wrong, but I think Batista will be the S plus. Definitely makes a difference. It's like 40 mil. I hate subs. There is no prize wall where you're going to get a guaranteed Lady Trickster at the moment. No. You can gamble on the modern ones, but that's it. What's up, Tommy Cass? Guaranteed stuff is tough to come by. Sherry makes a big difference. Matt still obviously you can use, but Sherry makes a huge difference. AK6. Yeah, I would have never recommended Charlotte's Gears in the old days because of the. To me, it was always a waste when you could be buying the faction. Whatchamacallits, the boss battle currency, right? So, yeah, was never worth it to me until they reworked her, and then it was instantly worth it. Yeah, no problem, AK6. Up until that point, I think it was a waste, but it worked out if you did it, for sure. Somebody asked if I ever run MP down in Feud just cuz. I don't, but I was thinking about doing this. I didn't end up running it, but this just makes me laugh because my Ollie is OP. I think everyone loves rework of old cards. Like, I think as long as Scopely can find a way to make decent money, that would be amazing. Actually, let's go on Steiner because he's loaded turn 1, so he's a good example. I was going to run my Ollie this way. I ended up not doing it, but this just makes me laugh, so... There's the Entourage. It also does need gear, by the way. But that's the Entourage. Right on, Stone Cold. Mainly because it's... Oh my gosh, Ben. Congrats, buddy. This just makes me laugh, so whatever, right? Beep. Pop. Balor is Charlotte without gears. So he's not great, but he's gonna 2-click for like, I don't know, 30 million or something. 35 million. 65 million using all MP reduction trainers is kind of funny. And no plates. Is that the Miz one? Nope. If that's the Miz one, yeah, it's good. Yeah, Judgment Day plate would be overkill. It's just funny to me because it's no plates. You know what I mean? No plates, no trainers I use. Yeah, that's a very good moment, nope. So, this is no trainers I use, no plates. So it's just kind of a haha. Right? But, Striker, I'm pretty locked into Zombie Sammy for my Striker. Yeah, I'm not dumb, Noah. Wait, maybe I am. Here and the moment there, Angelo. His normal setup goes over 100 million. If I use proper trainers and stuff. But Ollie with gear and moment. He's one of those characters that'll be fine at 7-star as well, assuming we get 7-star, right? He's really good. That's why he's there, but he's not super fast, so he's kind of backup, right? For me, he's kind of backup. I'm enjoying using Razor at tech a lot. Rex Regam's my favorite. Cody is really close. He's basically the same as Rex Regam, but he doesn't recycle for sure with this build. So you have to play for the recycle if you don't have gear potentially. You can see Wes. It won't... Oh, yeah, of course, Ben. Nothing's faster, right? Like, he's just 3 clicks. You don't touch the board, just like Cody. It's basically the equivalent of this. I ran him earlier. Ben, I can for you. This is Cody with his post 99 as well. That's post 99 MP. He is, right? Correct, Gumsy. Gumsy knows what's good. And then, Ben, I'll run Rex for you one time, just because it's super fast. Rex is my favorite feuder. He's slightly better than Cody because he recycles for sure. But obviously, Cody's much more friendly and not needing a Piper plate. This is also his, well, we are post 99. Yeah, it works so good, Ben. It just slaps. Like, it's so easy, fast, smooth. It's just, even when you hit a bad board or something goes wrong, but like Rex Regum is just, it's easy mode. Austin doesn't hit as hard as Cody, and the blast gems take, I feel like it takes yeah, top lane use like an insane amount, Ben. I feel like Austin doesn't hit quite as hard. Austin hits for like 60 million, and then with the sheriff's badge there's longer resolution, so Cody's a little bit faster. What's the WrestleMania 38 plate? Nope, I don't know what that is. Yeah, Vern, that's the only thing I would run. All the other ones hit significantly less hard, or take significantly longer and have cascade risk. Which is that the Legend Era one? Nope. The one that's for like Bray and Rhea. It's a solid moment for Bray and Rhea. It doesn't really matter for anyone else, in my opinion. Razor, if you have a Jade plate, throw the Jade plate on him. Yeah, Julius is crazy with 99 MP. Oh, that one? That's only really good for Seth, I think. Uh, Let me look at moments. I have no idea which one you're talking about now. It's one of those that's not good for a ton of people, if I recall. Let me look. Razor's fine if you have a 50% strap and the Jade plate. You can run him without the gear. He'll hit for about 50 million with the moment, with the Jade plate and a 50% strap. You're talking this one. This one is, yeah, this is just for Seth, really. Rex Regum, it's a much worse build. Botch gems, they don't scale. Like, literally, this is straight up just a Seth moment. Otherwise, it's like, don't get it for anyone else, in my opinion. Yellow moves that deal damage, it helps Rock a little bit. I guess if you're all in on Rock, like if he's your guy, like if Rock is your guy, that'll help his move damage. So if Rock's your guy, sure. But, and it helps the sub as well. So it's decent for Rock and Seth. It's up, but it's mainly, I would say, really only for Seth. But if Rock is your main guy, then it's a great moment for Rock because it buffs his yellows and his sub. But don't use botch guys in feud. I am not. I am not underestimating. It's slow and doesn't hit hard enough. Like, I don't, not doing less damage leaves points on the table. You get points in feud for damage done, so I probably will never use a botch person in feud unless I'm draining their life in one turn. But I can't ever see using a botch person in feud. It's not enough to win. Like, winning, I can win with like probably 200 different people in this game now. Draining their life. You have to drain their life, though. It's a board full of botches, but how much damage are you doing? 30 million, I think, with the botch, if I remember right. Maybe more in 99 MP. But it caps out at like 30 million. What's that? 135k, 50 botch gems. Yeah, you're not gonna do much more than like 30 million. You might keep him down. but it's slower than this and does half the damage, or less than half, a third. Mella's mask build, Dom has a decent one ish, south side. That's the only one I think that ever kind of benefited from Mella's mask, but it's not great anymore. How do you run Cody without Roxanne? I mean, pick the way you want to run him, really. HD, how are you, bud? So Razor, asking about Razor, but triple red is pretty good. I don't run a top plate on Rex. He's no point. Any of it would just slow him down. Yeah, that's why I don't like botch people footers. That's why I hate the Rox Fine replate. Like, I think that's the opposite of a helpful plate. Because you'll win when they still have tons of life. Sure, it'll help you win with somebody that's bad. But you'll get less points doing it. So, like, that is the last plate I would ever take on a prize wall is Rox Finery. It's a tour plate. It won't help you for boss. It doesn't help extra damage. It's strictly for tours, for winning with crappy people. Mm-hmm. You have 100% strap HD, and you probably also have the plate. So with a feud, with the max feud steps and the Bubba's glasses, he can turn one with 2 clicks. Yes. And I think he'll be like 55 million, I think, without Bubba's glasses with max steps. So he's fine. Probably. Just double purple, dude. He just told you. He's doing double purple or triple purple. But most people won't have 100% strap in Bubba's glasses and max feud steps. But yes, he's capable. This is how I run Razor. I forget who's asking about Razor. I had middle lane, so I run him this way. Without middle lane, Ray comes off and it's Santa. But with a 50% strap and Jade plate, I think he's good for like 50 to 55. I mean, I can still absolutely cry about him. They nerfed him for no good reason. Which is fine. They cost themselves a ton of money. I have a video on Roxanne Zandel. That's the way most people should run him. That one's up. My top build for Roxanne. Triple yellow's the easiest way to run her. It is HD. Yeah, the sub build with Julius. Like, if you're a Becky enjoyer, you'll love it, right? Like, it's super good. In Feud, though, because I have the moment, so in Feud it would more look like this. Sherry here instead. But it would be the equivalent of this setup that I'm going to show you, but this is more what it hits like in Feud. If you have the moment. Okay. It's great on Julius. You just can't do it all turn 1 in Feud post 99 MP without sacrificing a bunch of stuff. You can do some weird stuff and it's fine, but what are you missing if you're only hitting for 10 mil with Rhea? Well, first off, what level is she? What kind of strap do you have? And do you have Mellow? Lead is the only one that can really take advantage of 100% strap. No, Logan Paul is not. Unless you have a Tiffany plate. Then he can hit kind of hard. Yeah, hard times for Rhea. If you don't have hard times, you can fall back to Z-plate. Yeah, hard times is way better. It's 50% more damage. No one's ever kicking out on Rhea, so if you can hard times, hard times. But yeah. Julius, the 2-click is the same as the 3-click, really. It's the same build either way. This is against the silver, though. This is post 99 and 2 clicks, and you could double, basically double and double this. No ultimate for Rhea. She doesn't really need an ultimate plate. Doesn't really matter. So that's 16 million at bronze. 2 clicks with post 99 MP build. And what was the gem damage? 12 million? So 12, 24, 48 plus the trap damage. So that's in the 50s, and then you have feud perks in line on top of it. You're pushing 55. That's with 100% strap and good substats, though. If you hunt good substats, he will 2-click in feud. But a lot of people won't be able to run him at the right efficiency to do that, unless you have... I don't have the Bubbles glasses, so I had to hunt really good purple substats because I don't have Bubba's glasses. Almost made up for it. 6, 6, 12... and 15. If I had Bubba's glasses, oof. Oof. Yeah, he's a 2-clicker, though. It's not the candy store account. Couldn't care less. How are you, 619, by the way? Couldn't care less about the cashing coins, though. I use Scopely login. It's impossible to hack me. So, not worried about it. They don't give out... You can't reclaim your account anymore that way. That's just an old, like, superstition wives' tale at this point. Yeah, possibly, Blue. Yeah, if you hunt really good substats. Yeah, plus you're talking about you get the feud boosts and stuff. Can definitely do it. Yeah, so the other thing, guys, if you don't have all the right stuff for Rhea, yes, actually, HD, it's not terrible because you can choose to hit it again if you don't think you can, like, turn 1 them, right? So, and if they break a lot of the stuff, the sub build isn't terrible. It's the same exact setup. As far as sub builds go, if you have to run it, it's not bad. I took out golds with him running the sub build just to be funny. Like, I mean, you could use the multiplies, but I wanted to try the sub build in feud. So I literally was messing around with it just for fun. Because there was a person I ran into that shall not be named that no one should ever take feud advice from ever, who starts his guys out not loaded with MP. Oops, I'm talking, so I messed up. Literally, he starts his guys out not loaded with MP, so he can use MP down. And multiply down trainers. Every character has multiply down coaches and MP down trainers. To the point where he doesn't even start loaded. He'd rather go slower himself to try and slow other people down. That's not how you score points in feud, man. It's the dumbest thing ever. Anyway, I beat his drip-plated Andre, I think it was. Drip-plated Andre. It was somebody with the drip plate, I think. And multiply downs with Julius, just using the sub because it's funny. Yeah, it's not like it's hard, though. If you can read, it's literally not a big deal. I won individually with all of the people on my roster. So, what did he gain from that? No, it wasn't you, Gumsy. He literally gained nothing from it. Except he slowed himself down. And I could have just Rex Regammed him with everybody if I really wanted to and just get somebody new right away. It makes zero sense to go slower yourself. If it slows you down, you can't do it. I don't have Bubba's glasses on right now, Vern. This is my account. $30 million, not terrible. At bronze. Bubba's glasses, if you use 2-click purple, you get a 50% boost with Bubba's glasses. I don't know, Southside. One has to assume not. This doesn't have Bubba's glasses, Fern. Yeah, HD. I know. He's... What I was running him in Feud. This is so dumb. Oh, you just mean in general? Fair enough. Yes, correct. With the 99 MP, it was stupid. I think he was doing like 45 million or something at bronze. I don't know. It was a lot. $99 MP is funny on him. I actually had to take screenshots of the person in question because I was actually shocked. I shouldn't have been, but like when you're using like I just everybody had like a go. Oh, 53 million. My bad. I'm much more than 45. Everybody's got like a Ghostbuster affiliated trainer, and I'm like, bruh. No, I've ran into Icon HBK before. This person was not Icon. Actually, they make Icon's lineup look friendly. HD. Here, I'll send you a screenshot on Discord, HD, because I'm not gonna say the name, because I will get in trouble. And I don't need to do that. Literally every person. I fought Icon as well, by the way. When you see Icon, you know, okay, I just need to check stuff and don't use anyone with multiply gems. This person's the same way if you ever come across him. Where are you at on Discord, HD? Oh, it's been a few days since we messaged. 724. You haven't messaged me for like 2 weeks. Why don't you love me anymore? I was kind of shocked, like, well, I'm like, what is the point of this nonsense? Where's a good one? Like that was his solo. I kind of think of them as the anti-Merrics anyway. Like, oops, that one shows the MP starting with, not the Sydney Whiplash in here. Gave it away. Probably Duck. That's fine. I'm okay giving it away. I mean, if you understand from the anti-Merrics, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just look, yeah, look at some of that stuff, HD. It's just so weird. Yeah, just right? What's the point of that? Oh yeah, probably using. That's actually a valid comment, Pat. Nico, I've been in and out of checking that video today. It's actually doing really well. People are enjoying the Gunther video, which is nice. My top video builds don't usually get that many, comparatively. Tour perks, Striker Andre and 21k tech. Nice. Lucky hit for 80 mil. Very nice, dude. Yeah, Gunther can still get it done. I tried messing... For those that play Gunther, yeah, using props does take time. But obviously they don't care. Yeah, HD. Yeah, there's more. I was actually playing Fallout 76 and feuding, and I was messaging Patty Cakes. We were talking during feud off and on as well. And I like stopped and I sent him pictures of every person in there. I'll 2-click with him, Chris. I think my setup is good enough that I'll be able to 2-click with him, to be honest, with the substats I have. And eventually I'll get Bubba's glasses and be more comfortable. But, like, there'll be no... Like, I just won't go against a showboat, right? But, like, strikers, he'll eat strikers. Powerhouses, he'll absolutely eat powerhouses because of the boost and stuff. I'm pretty sure Professor ran it that way the night before, too, HD. But, yes. That absolutely is the top build I would use, but not my idea at all. Brutus punch up with the Heartstopper? You? Probably. That doesn't surprise me, HD. Here, let me fix it for you. If you told him. I don't watch any of the other videos, so I just assumed that he did that. Hold on. My top build for KO. Thanks. There, it's updated. I'll comment on it too. Look at the title now. There. Brutus punch up with the Heartstopper? Brutus, who are you talking about? Brutus Heartstopper? I'm confused. Brutus is Brutus Creed. Heartstopper is blue moves? Eh? Brutus in general doesn't really punch up. I mean, if you have his gear, it's helpful. No. There's no... I mean, I guess maybe with this... Where's the other blue? What makes column breaks? Sub? No. Probably not. No. No, because this would be activated the turn before. You would be better off running the Acolyte Plate on him with that build. If you wanted to run that. Acolyte Plate and, you're talking this build, I'm assuming. Yeah, it went fast today. You came in pretty late, though, HD. But this stream went super fast today. If you're talking about this build, you'll click this, and then it won't be active after you click the sub. And then this won't be active because it's the move you're clicking. So it actually won't do anything on this moveset if this is the moveset that you're running. It won't do anything for this. You'd be better off with Acolyte Plate and the Dog-Eared Gremlin Plate. And I actually think the best moveset for Brutus is Triple Red, personally. Gear, no gear, doesn't matter. I think this is his best moveset. It's the safest. Is Professor live yet on the official channel? That's what everyone wants to see today. Holy crap, 151 people in here. That's what people want to see today anyway. New MLC. Actually didn't record anything today. I was thinking about doing that. He is live? Okay. It never comes up for me right away. I get an alert like after the fact. Well, thanks for being on today, guys. I'll be on the Champs channel tomorrow, my channel on Wednesday, unless there's something crazy going on. Tomorrow, I imagine I will have to do gameplay of everyone. It probably can, Vern. Full disclosure, I have NWO Perfect, but I haven't looked at his fighting ability. I'm pretty sure there's no way I would use him, though. And if you're saying the Brave Mask could go on him, I'm pretty sure that's further hint that I would never use him. It's not good. Okay. I didn't think so. Yeah. Thanks for being on today, guys. Hopefully you're on the official channel tomorrow. I'll be having gameplay, I guess, of all the new people. Appreciate everyone that stopped in, all the conversation. This 2 hours and 41 minutes went by lightning fast, actually. Really, really fast. Yeah, Chris. Always, man. It's a pleasure. Yeah. Let's see what the new MLC looks like. Later, guys. Thank you, Lil B.
Obviously, it's a Pat McAfee month. You know that. This is your one.